Hi, I'm Brian Malott. I'm the Indigenous Career Consultant at Fanshawe College. So what my job entails is kind of a couple different functions. One is kind of helping students kind of determine what career or job they want to kind of pursue. So a lot of kind of helping you with self-exploration, figuring out what kind of job meets your kind of personality, your skills, your values, your interests. The other part of my job is helping students kind of connect to that world of work, right? So be it writing a resume, figuring out how to kind of reach out, build connections to different employers, just anything to kind of help you along that journey of kind of connecting, taking this, what you're actually learning in studies and putting it into post-college and into the working world. So an example of kind of the work I've done, so sometimes students come to college and they know that's the next step coming after high school, but they're not really quite sure which program they want to do. So I've worked with a couple students to kind of talk to them about what they're interested in, what they find important, what they like to do, and then kind of helping them find the programs and jobs that kind of line up with that. So that's one way of kind of help students. So my advice for kind of taking advantage of the center's services is just kind of be proactive and reach out and ask, right? There's lots of services available to the students, be it supports with your academics, be it kind of getting help with a resume, just coming in for a quick bite to eat, or just a place to hang out. And I think the problem a lot of students find sometimes is that they're not sure of their own Indigenous background, how much they, should they use the service or not. I know I didn't use it when I was in college, and I should have, because it's a casual place to hang out and get some additional support being successful at college. Something that would change in the educational system is just the whole structure of do a task, get a grade, like be told what to do, get the mark, because that's not really the real world. Like your boss will give you a job to do, and they're not going to spell out clearly every step by step what you need to do to be successful in the thing. And I think students have that expectations that the real world lays out everything and grades you on things. The reality is you got to figure out a lot of things on your own, and you might get very little details. So I think outside of the education, it doesn't matter what mark you got. I grew up in a small town that, one of those towns that kind of have a red light and a yellow light. And from there, I kind of went to school at Conestoga College and kind of studied career development. When I kind of dropped out of college the first time, I went to a different college and kind of was figuring out what do I want to do for a career, and kind of discovered that you could kind of coach people and helping them with their career. And I was like, this is awesome, this is what I'd love to do. So kind of had researched and found Conestoga's program and ended up kind of taking that over a couple years online. So from the career program, I ended up kind of doing an internship. In that process, I kind of ran a job fair that helped me connect to one of the hiring managers at Fanshawe, and they offered me kind of a part-time job to start out, right? And so that was how I graduated from school, and then I walked right into Fanshawe and kind of started working part-time. Then, yeah, I would definitely say the connections through that job fair and stuff is how I got the job. And the actual truth, when I went for my first interview for the job, I didn't even know I was interviewing for a job. I just thought we were getting together to talk about career development theories and stuff. So kind of did a 2-hour interview and didn't realize they were asking about the position. So you never know where those opportunities are going to kind of come from. And I think the advice I would give is be curious and kind of ask the questions. The opportunity to kind of learn at the college gives you the opportunity to talk to kind of professionals and learn from their experiences, so you don't have to make those same mistakes. I think the other piece of advice I would give is just understand how the college's marks and grades and rules kind of work out, that college courses aren't difficult if you just take the time to learn when things have to be handed in, what's expected and required. If you're not sure, just ask. I think a lot of people get scared and overwhelmed by the whole education system and like, what do I need to do to get a good mark and stuff. And I think a lot of it is, if you take the time to understand how a course works, I think you can be successful in that.